it's Riley here. So I wanted to give you all an update regarding my phalloplasty journey and my COVID recovery and how that's all been going. I do apologize that it's been so long since I've given you all an update, but here I am. Let me give you the update right now. So to touch on the phalloplasty stuff first, I am still going through electrolysis sessions. I'm actually coming up on number 50 as of Thursday, February 10th. That's this coming Thursday. I have session number 50, which is crazy to think about. It's a lot of sessions. It's been the span of over now 2 years. And to kind of touch on that, during, phalloplasty and like the process of it, it's a long process. It's not always that long for everybody. There's been people who I've known who've only gotten maybe 10 electrolysis sessions, and it's because they've had minimal hair in the urethra area to start with. They didn't need a lot of sessions and kind of got lucky, to be honest. I am one of those people. I am very hairy, and to go through like sessions and having to make sure it's 100% clear took longer than expected. Also with COVID, at certain points we were shut down, so I couldn't even get sessions done. All in all, it was just a longer process. So sometimes it can be a quick, easy process. Other times it is not. So keep that in mind. Not everybody's journey is the same. And like I said, I'm coming up on session number 50 when it comes to electrolysis. Plus, I already had about, I think, 6 sessions of laser done prior. So it can be expensive. It can take a long time, and just keep that in mind. But anyways, with my upcoming session with number 50, right now it's just been working on this side of my arm. I've actually had no sessions on the bottom side of my arm since about November, and I've been updating Montreal ever since, because once I knew that I was about a month of no sessions on the bottom, I updated them and sent them pictures, and then a month later did the same thing, updated them and sent them pictures, and then in January I did the same thing. And officially, I will say, I have now got confirmation from Montreal that we are just waiting for their spring and summer appointments to open up, and I will be getting a phalloplasty date. So I'm super excited, and I cannot wait. It's just a little bit longer, but I feel like at the end of February, going into the beginning of March, I will probably have a date, hoping for April, May, or sometime in there, because it would be nice to kind of go into the beginning of spring, be somewhat recovered through the summer, so that I can go on even small walks and just enjoy a little bit of the summer while I can. But either way, I'm just excited and knowing it's coming up. Regardless of when it will be, I just am looking forward to it, and I'll obviously keep you all posted on when I get a date, going through the process and what that's going to look like, and keep you all up to date as much as possible. So yeah, I'm super excited, and just cannot wait. To touch on the COVID stuff, right now, basically, what I was going through, I was off of work for almost 2 months, and I'm still not 100%. I'm like everything else, I look fine, I sound way better than I was in the beginning, that's for sure. But the biggest thing I'm still having issues with is the breathing, and wearing a mask or doing certain activities. I went for about a half-hour walk one way, and I noticed that I felt my head was just kind of just off. It's really weird to explain, but I felt like I just wasn't getting the oxygen enough. I felt like I was dizzy. I felt like I was just disoriented almost. And at that point I was like, okay, I need to turn around. And I still had to walk the other half hour back. But it's just finding the limitations of what I used to be able to do is not the same as what I could do now. And it's just still understanding really what happened. But the one upside of being able to understand this is that this upcoming, not this upcoming week, next week actually, on Wednesday the 16th, I have an appointment with a lung specialist to do a full lung preliminary test, which will give me a better understanding of kind of what's going on, what happened, maybe what to expect, and also maybe how to recover a little bit, and get back to hopefully 100%, but if not close to that, if possible, because there's still this misunderstanding of really what COVID is and what the effects are, and how to recover completely, if you can at all. So yeah, it's just not really sure what's going to happen, but just excited that this appointment is coming up. It's been about a month and a half-ish since I got the referral to go. So yeah, I will keep you all up to date on that once the appointment is done, and find out kind of what to expect, and if I have to go to more appointments or whatnot. I'll also let you guys know and keep you updated on that. So yeah, but basically right now, also, like, I am back at work. I'm only, the last 2 weeks I was working 2 hour shifts, just doing basically answering phones, paperwork, stuff like that. Starting tomorrow, actually, I'm now up to 4 hours, and then same thing, still doing the same work, like answering phones, just doing paperwork, and like basically light duties. Because like if I'm wearing a mask and having to like walk or even sit for more than like 20 minutes to a half an hour with a mask on, like I literally cannot breathe. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So it's still like just as bad, not as bad as it was, I would say, like the first 2 weeks after I recovered from COVID, but pretty close to the same. Like I haven't gotten more than about a 20 minutes to half an hour wearing a mask. I haven't gotten past that and not had an issue. So it's just, yeah, right now, I'm back at work. It's at least I'm there, which is like very thankful. I'm able to like do something and then and like get back into it. But it's, I think until I'm able to fully understand like my limitations, also hopefully like eventually, if we're able to lift the restrictions on mask, I may be able to get back on the floor a little bit better than right now. I would not be able to go back on the floor at all for like any more than a half an hour, and even then I'm like pushing it because I know how busy my work is, and I feel like I would be 10 minutes and I would be like, I need to go take this mask off. So we'll see what happens. We'll see with restrictions and like my abilities and like with the testing, kind of where that goes and leads. But as of right now, I am at least happy to say I'm kind of working back towards getting back at work, getting back towards, you know, doing the functions that I could before, and just fully understanding like really what happened and what's like where to go from here. So yeah, that's pretty much the updates I had. It's just, yeah, I'm hoping to get a date soon for phalloplasty. I'm coming in down to the final wires of my electrolysis sessions, which I'm really happy to say. And I'm finally, you know, like starting to somewhat get back to somewhat like a regular, I'll say, work-life balance, and just, you know, looking forward to like, you know, the future and seeing where things go from here. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or topics you'd like me to talk about, always feel free to put them in the comments down below. But thank you for watching, and bye for now.